If you love using butterflies in your card making, you need to see Spellbinders Card Kit of the Month, Butterfly Sparkle. Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Keppel, and in today's video, I'll be sharing that new card kit of the month from Spellbinders, and I'll also share their small die of the month and their glimmer kit of the month. Let's unbox these kits and flip through the supplies so you can see exactly what I'll be working with. Let's start with the card kit of the month. This month's card kit comes with, of course, the instructions to create a card as well as a supply list. There are 10 note cards and envelopes. There are dimensional foam adhesive and a tape roll, and there's a pack of gorgeous blue sequins that have a nice iridescent shine to them. These are the dies that come inside the card kit this month. You can see there's a pretty little delicate frame. There are also stars and shadows for those stars. There's a butterfly and shadow for the butterfly as well. And there are sentiments. These are the most gorgeous butterfly stickers I've ever seen. The base is like a clear sticker with the butterfly printed on it, and then there's a clear piece that is popped up on top for wings. There's also a stamp set this month, and there are 2 sheets of chipboard stickers. As always, some of these chipboard stickers have foil elements, and there's lots of fun different designs with sentiments on them. These would also be great for scrapbooking, honestly. There's a set of puffy stickers with glitter finish. I love this kind of rose gold look to those glitter stickers as well, and you can see the theme of the stars that go along with the butterflies comes in with those as well. Here's the pattern paper pad. You can see there's lots of really versatile designs. I love when there are elements like text or just little lined papers, just because they go with so many different things. There are also some pieces of paper that have foil elements to them as well, and of course some butterfly designs. There's a gold mirror cardstock, an 8.5 by 11 light blue, a dark blue, a light pink, a dark pink, then there's kind of a gray, and there's black, white, and ivory. Here are the die cuts. If you've seen these videos from me before, you know I love their die cuts because there are a ton of them, and they really come together to quickly create cards just by adding maybe some dimensional adhesive behind them. You can use them as sentiments, as elements for embellishment, and you can take up a lot of a card. Again, those are great for scrapbooking as well. Here is the small die of the month. This month is kind of a sentiment set. So there are several sentiments: thanks, hello, cheers, congrats, and they're the fine script sentiments. They all have shadow dies that come with them as well. And then there are some flowers, some small flowers, some stems, and some leaves that you can cut out to quickly pull together little accents for those very elegant sentiments that you can die cut. The Glimmer Kit this month comes with a solid oval piece. That's what you see in the center there. There's also a bouquet of flowers that you can foil and die cut out, and there are 2 sentiments that you can foil and die cut those out as well. Now that you've seen this month's supplies, let's make some cards. So let's start by using the die set that comes in the card kit of the month. You can see I have a whole bunch of little dies on this A2 piece of gold mirror cardstock. I cut my cardstock down into A2 pieces, just makes it easier for me to use. I have the butterfly, I have the 2 sentiments from the die set, the butterfly body, and the stars. Now I'm going to cut out another frame, another butterfly outline, and then the outlines for the stars, or the shadow dies for the stars, out of the dark blue cardstock. This will give me a couple of options of layering these 2 together. So I'm going to use the rest of that gold mirror to mat some of the pattern paper from the card kit, and then I'm going to use my Spellbinders tool-in-one brush to kind of get rid of some of those little pieces that are still stuck in the die. And I'm just going to use a little bit of liquid glue behind it. It's okay if some of the liquid glue comes through the holes to the front, because this liquid glue dries clear when it is dry, so you don't have to worry about it if a little bit too much comes out. So now I'm going to use a gold mirror detail of the butterfly to layer layer on top of the shadow layer that I cut out of navy cardstock. I absolutely love this mirror cardstock with the navy. I think it looks so cool. So then I'm just going to use the liquid glue to adhere the body of the butterfly onto that butterfly as well. And I'm going to use the liquid glue to adhere the sentiment that says smile in one word and often in another. I'll put one at the top of the frame and one at the bottom. I'm going to use the little pop-ups from the kit to pop up the butterfly, and then I'm going to layer up those stars again with the gold on top of the navy. And then when you add that pink pattern paper, I just love this color combination. So much fun. And the different little stars, those are so versatile. I'll be using those again and again in cards for sure. Next up, we're going to use some of the pattern paper, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to mat this on. I tried it on the gray, but it was just too different of a color. So I think that black looks actually the best, but you can see how I cut all my cardstock down to A2. Like I said, for me, that just makes it quicker and easier to create cards when I'm really trying to get everything done. So here I am, cut down the pattern paper to 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to use some tape runner to adhere it to the cardstock, and then check out these stickers. I showed them to you before, but you just have to see how beautiful they are. Now you have to know where you want to put this because the whole bottom is a sticker, and once it gets stuck down, it will be hard to remove. But these chipboard stickers then go really well with that clear popped up butterfly. A quick and easy card, clean and simple but beautiful. Same thing with this card. I'm going to use the die cuts this time. So I have the pattern paper matted on the cardstock, and then I'm just going to use some tape runner to adhere down some of these die cuts. And this is something that I know sometimes people struggle with, creating clusters of things. Just take a bunch of things out of the box and say, I like these colors together, I like these designs together, put them all in a pile near you, and then just start moving things around. And ultimately, you'll find a combination that you love and that makes sense to you. I really loved that strip with the really positive sentiments on the flag, and then I really liked this typewriter. It was one of my favorite die cuts, and I thought the butterfly went really well. So I just found a way to make them work together. I know maybe it doesn't make sense per se, but I think it looks cute and it came together really quickly, and those little glitter stars as accents are fun too. I knew I wanted to use this text paper at least once in this video, so I cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4 and matted it on that gray cardstock. And this time I'm going to use a sentiment from the glitter puffy stickers. It says hello, and I know it's hard to see the E, it's just blending in right now. And then one of these butterflies, and I used the line in the center of the text to line up the butterfly. And this time I'm going to use some of the sequins. I like to try and use a little bit of everything at least once so you can see it on a card, so you can tell what's in the kit, how it looks on a card, and whether or not you need to add this kit to your stash. So I love that pop of color from the sequins, and those butterflies, I just can't get over how gorgeous they are. Okay, I'm going to use the stamp set for this card. We got to definitely get into the stamp set here. Now, the stamp set has these beautiful longer sentiments. So I have one of those that says, you have everything you need to make your dreams come true. And I have a senior this year, and so everything I see has to do with her and going away to school and just getting excited for that. So this card is definitely for her. Okay, I decided to use this more delicate looking pattern paper. This is not normally my style, but I really love the way it looks on the pink. And I still had this gold frame from the beginning. Remember, we cut it out of navy and we cut it out of gold, and I didn't want to waste this beautiful gold detailed frame from the small die. So I'm gonna adhere that down. I put a chipboard sticker at the bottom that says you are free to fly. And okay, now again, I'm thinking of my senior, and I have a butterfly on there and then some gold glitter stars to finish this off. Can you see how quickly these cards come together? So fast. Okay, let's turn to the small die of the month. That's got all those really detailed script sentiments. It also has shadows for them. So the first thing I like to do is cut them out in a couple of colors and then start adhering them together. And whatever you don't use on this card, you can stash behind in your die pocket for another project, because you'll always need sentiments, and so I just would rather cut them all, adhere them all together, go through all that work first, and then I'll always have something when I reach for it. So now for these flowers. These are so delicate and cute and elegant. I absolutely love them. I didn't have anything like this yet, so these are going to be great little accents on so many different cards. I think they're just small enough, but also pretty enough. They could be cut in any color or gold. So I just cut a bunch out of the light blue, the dark blue, and the gold, and I thought I would layer them on top of each other. You can see you can put centers on the large flower, on the smaller flowers, and I would just start to put them together on this card background here. So I'm going to start by adhering the thanks down to the card panel, and then I'm going to put both of the stems down. Once you have your stems down, that makes it easier to kind of place these flowers right at the edges of the stems. So I'm going to put the big flower down first because that's the one that's going to take up the most space, and I can work around it once it's popped up. I am popping up pretty much anything that will fit one of those little foam squares behind it, and then anything that won't, I do adhere down with the liquid glue, and then the gold leaves also down flat with the liquid glue, and just a delicate and simple card, but so pretty and so much fun to make. Okay, here's the Glimmer Kit, and I'm using gold foil. Not sure what comes in the kit this month, but I just wanted to show you everything foiled out. So the sentiments, here's the flowers in a couple of different colors of cardstock. So if you are foiling on colorful cardstock and you're having trouble, try the Spellbinders, because it is thin enough and it is smooth enough to take the foil really well. I'm going to cut out the flowers and a sentiment, and I'm going to cut this panel down that has that beautiful oval, solid oval. This is going to be great for a huge number of cards as well. Everything in these kits can be used for other cards or parts of cards. Don't forget that those little foam squares, you can use the border around them as well. So I had a big thing to adhere down and pop up. So instead of taking a bunch of little squares, I just took the outlines of them and peeled off both sides, and there we go. Popped it up. So now that is popped up. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take another strip that wasn't the foam squares, was just the strip that was next to it, and I'll pop up the sentiment. And I was going to embellish this, but honestly, I love this as it is. So I kept it just with the beautiful gold in the center, the flower, and the sentiment. I had so much fun with these kits, but I'd love to hear what your favorite was this month. Let me know in the comments below. If you love seeing kit unboxings, product reviews, card making tips, tricks, and techniques, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell so you can be notified every single time I have a new video available. As always, I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon. I think that might be good. It was like one take. That like never happens. Looking around, like there must be something totally wrong. Like my hair must be like attached to the shelf behind me or something, because that never happens. I probably don't have the mic on. That's probably what it is. It's all right. It's fine.